Hey everybody, so today I am going to be making egg frittata with hash browns and bacon in my Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. So right off, that's what it's supposed to look like when it's done, so we'll see. So here are all the ingredients. I am going to go ahead and get the bacon all chopped up and the onion and bell peppers all taken care of, so I will be back in just a minute. Alright, so I have everything all chopped up and ready to go. So according to the directions, we're going to preheat the pot doing the sear saute function. So I already have it plugged in, and we're just going to move the dial down to sear saute, and we want it on high. And I'm going to start it, and I believe it wants to preheat for 5 minutes. So I'm going to let it preheat, and then we'll add in our bacon and start cooking. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes, so I'm going to add in my bacon. And like so. Alright, and then according to the recipe, it says to cook it uncovered for 12 minutes before we add in our onions and bell peppers. So I'll be back in 12 minutes. Alright, so while the bacon is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get the eggs ready to go. You do need 18 large eggs along with 1 cup of milk. I have 2%. I'm sure that whatever milk you have on hand will be just fine. And then also 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And you're going to whisk all that together. So, let me see if I can make a big mess on the counter here for everybody to see. One. Okay. There's your 2 cups, and then it just says to whisk them all together. So I'm going to get these all whisked together. I know it looks like I'm pretty much done, but I'm also going to take a second and go stir my bacon really quick, so I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so it's been 12 whole minutes since I put the bacon in, so now the next step is to add in your 2 bell peppers that you have chopped up along with your 1 onion. And we're going to cook all this for 5 minutes, according to the directions here. So, we'll get everybody all nice and mixed together here. And I will say this recipe that I'm following came straight out of the book that comes with your Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro, so it's not out of any other book. So, and you are going to leave it uncovered while you cook these for an additional 5 minutes, so I'm going to let that do its job, and I'll be back in 5 minutes to continue on. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes. Now we get to add our 2 cups of hash browns to the pot. And it says to stir to combine, and then we're actually going to put the lid on and cover it for 5 minutes. So we're getting closer here. We are getting closer. So want to make sure it looks all good here. Alright. Okay. I'm going to put the lid on and just let it do its thing for 5 minutes, so I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes. We are ready to add in the eggs. Be careful when you take the lid off. And this is not going to be pretty. I'm just going to pour it and kind of see if we can kind of get it everywhere. Kind of like that. And then just season with salt and pepper. So I'm going to step over and grab mine. So it's just kind of whatever your preference is on salt and pepper here. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of both here. So, and like that. Alright, and so now I'm going to put the lid back on, because obviously we don't need to stir it or anything like that. And we're going to switch to the bake function, I believe. So, let's just double check on the recipe here. It's step number 6. Add the egg mixture, and so we're going to move it to bake and 300 for 30 minutes. So we're going to see if I can move this while it's, oops, sorry. Move this while it's, so you have to stop it and then wait for it to end. Okay, and then you can move it to where you want it to go. And we have 300. For 30 minutes. Alright, I will be back in 30 minutes when this is all done. Alright, we just officially ended the cook time. It went ahead and automatically switched over to the keep warm function. So that is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off since we're done. And I will let it cool down for just a minute. I'll take the lid off here and let it cool down for just a minute before I give it a little taste. Alright, so it is time to do a little taste test on the frittata here. Just be careful because it's going to be hot. Oh yeah. It's really tasty. And it makes a lot. I mean, a decent amount for just 3 people. I can show you guys here. I can get you the full view here. So yeah. And you can obviously customize it and add, you know, whatever veggies you want and meat. And yeah, overall it was a very successful dish and I highly recommend it. So that is how you do the egg frittata in your Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro.